Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We have the Destiny beta,
Thank goodness.
and we've been playing the shite out of it.
Yeah, for the most part, we've been playing crap ton.
And I think my review is as follows.
Yes, it's a very, very exciting.
It's very
addition
good.
To the concept.
It's really good.
It's something that's been on the PC for a long time. Not Destiny, obviously. I just mean the concept.
The concept, yeah.
And it's very,
MMO.
very exciting. MMORPG. It's very, very exciting to have it on the.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. I've never been excited for a game like I have.
No, I mean we
This game, really.
played the shit out of and loved Gears 2, Halo 2, Halo 3, all those kind of all the classics, all
yeah.
the Xbox classics.
Don't forget COD, of course,
and COD, of course. But this is so exciting.
Bit of a game changer, really.
Really, really is. This and The Division. I think if The Division came out at the same time as this, you would probably never play another game for 2 years.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it. If this has enough content and they release enough stuff and they make it so that you never sort of max out, you never get bored, then there would be no need to stop playing this game. There would be no need to stop playing this game.
There's so much to do.
It's so great.
Don't get us wrong. We've played the beta and it's not without its flaws.
No, sure, it's not perfect.
Actually, you know what? Slight segue. Is it beta or beta?
Well, I think,
How do you pronounce that shit?
as we've sort of said, I think being British, we are supposed to call it a beta. But I'm so used to Americans calling it a beta that I just can't get my head around calling it a beta.
Anyone watching this video, please tell us what
I think
Brits are supposed
be a
to
beta.
call it.
We are supposed to call it a beta.
Because
I'm
dicking
pretty
around in the water there.
Yeah. But it is lovely. It is a great game. The concept is fantastic.
Yeah.
Even though you're only playing single player, really, I mean, you can play with other people, but you're playing a single player sort of campaign, you're playing in the world. And normally I hate games like that. Like Skyrim has never interested me. Before, they're all great games. I'm more than willing to accept.
I like those games, but I mean, you never have.
I'm more than willing to accept that they're fantastic games, but they just don't appeal to me. Whereas this really appeals to me, and it's a very similar concept, really. But for some reason, it's
just multiplayer.
There's just something about it that really appeals to me.
For me, I mean, gaming, the real joy of gaming comes from multiplayer. That's where you have the max enjoyment of an online experience. It's the multiplayer experience is what we really game for.
But I also like the fact that actually it's a wee bit of a competition as well. So you're playing together. But also, if somebody gets something amazing, a really cool piece of equipment, then you're sitting there going, "Oh, I have this really cool piece of equipment," and the other guy's like, "God damn it, I need to get that equipment."
And that's the fun part of the game, is that upgrading your character and stuff like that. That's what really excites me. I just want all the best stuff.
The only thing I would say on that comment note is that I would like a bit more customization of your character at the start. Because there's quite a few options, but you can't really change how he looks that much, and you can only change the face. I would like to be able to do a bit more. And the other thing that I will say as well, on that same sort of thing, is that the armour, if you want a better piece of armour, you have to accept how that armour piece looks. So you might have a piece of armour that's got better stats than another piece of armour, but it looks nowhere near as good with the rest of your armour. But at the end of the day, you want the better armour, so you're going to put that on. I would like to be able to customise it somewhat so you can make your character look really cool.
There might be, a lot more available to us.
I hope so.
in
because
the
that would be,
you'd think so.
That would really make the game for me. That would be a really big step up. That would really improve it, in my opinion.
Anyway, just a bit of background as to what we're playing here. This is the first or second mission, I think.
The first one.
The first mission that you can do co-op, anyway.
Yeah.
And we played it on hardcore because we do all the missions. We're going through it again on hardcore. Might create some new characters and whatnot. This is my footage, and I'm using the single-shot assault rifle. I don't know what it's called. There are so many different guns.
Yeah, and because you've only got them, we've only got the beta for 3 days, so it's pointless trying to learn what they're called or anything like that.
Exactly.
What's the point?
You just take the best one at the moment.
You just know what they're like, and you get used to what you know. It's very fair to say that there's a lot of options for a lot of people. If you're a single-shot guy, then there are options for that. If you like sniping, you can do that.
Absolutely.
If you like getting in close with a shotgun, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's quite versatile. You're not pinned down to using, I have to use, an automatic assault rifle or, there's nothing like that. But at the same time, there's not really such thing as a submachine gun, seemingly.
No, they don't have submachine gun.
They're all just different.
Maybe there'll be assault rivals that are more. Yeah, that's a good point actually.
And you get LMGs, which are very powerful.
Yeah,
and the ammo is scarce, but they don't seem ridiculously overpowered, and they don't seem like something that you'd really, particularly in multiplayer, where it's like a big thing that they release them. you don't really want to go out of your way to get it because it's still not as useful as like your super weapon, your super pistol like this.
It's only useful for the boss fights.
Yeah.
And what I will say is that the game is hard.
The game is very hard, really.
Very challenging. That's probably one of the most striking things about Destiny, or at least the beta, is that it's very challenging.
If you want to play really conservatively and really cleverly, you could probably do every mission without losing any health.
The game doesn't really invite that. You just want to jump around.
You want to jump around. You want to be in their faces. You want to be kniving them. You want to be shotgunning them. So while it is possible to sort of take a couple of pop shots, hide around the corner, take a couple, it would be very boring.
But you see, you just died there. I need to revive you.
I know. I was really pissed off as well.
We nearly failed.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy times.
You just respawned. Yeah. It's a very challenging game.
Admittedly, I did take down the boss and I did run up to his face with the shotgun, which was possibly
perhaps
not
not advisable.
But hey, we killed him and we completed
and there's mission end. And you're about to see one of my favourite. Look at that! Look at that! What a feature! Boogieing on down.
Yep, the classic
Night
thing
Fever.
that every MMORPG
They
requires is
had
the
to put it
ability
in,
to
didn't
dance and the ability to sit and the ability to wave as well. Waving is also important.
Waving's very important in MMOs. Look at me! I'm like just sat down. Dance for me! Dance for me! And you're like, oh.
I hope they release more sets of dance moves as well.
That'd be so
Just
cool.
little touches like that.
That'd be so cool. Anyway, I think the video's wrapping up.
Yep.
It is indeed.
Get it when it comes out, 9th of September.
We'll put out a multiplayer
soon.
experience, probably tomorrow or something like that, and we'll talk about how that is, etc. And until then, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Adios!